Ever diagnosed with any type of like mental illness or any type of diagnosis, any type of learning disability, anything like that?
I have a crazy problem.
You are very open-minded about a lot. I think you haven't had an opportunity to experience a conservative relationship. Hold on. And if and when you do, come back and talk to me. Yeah.
What you don't realize is that you don't listen, ma'am.
I don't have to. You're not my daddy. Fact. Listen, y'all better learn how to check a motherfucker. Listen, I'm on one. I'm sorry to my nice little ladies of the palace and the mothers of the palace. Listen, Aunt Debbie told me I can be myself. Listen, Aunt Debbie told me I can be myself, and that's why they love me. Now, I don't normally cut up, but tonight I'm standing on business like we always do. We are full speed ahead in the palace. And listen, you got to check them sometimes when they say you don't listen, sir. You're not my daddy. You not my daddy, but that's the kind of energy we are on tonight. You not my daddy. And if you are ready to go palace, let me know. Let me know, palace, if you are ready to go, because we about to stand on mofo business. Let me tell you something. I'm about to windmill. You for you, Dr. Chanita Foster. Don't know you. Don't have no relationship with you. But let me tell you what you not going to do, Carlos King and Heavenly. You're not going to clown her like that. And I sit back with a platform of this size and not windmill for that queen for all that she's doing for those Black kids in Africa. Oh, no, sir. No, ma'am. That we finna windmill the fuck out of this tonight. And I'm not going to be here long. We windmilling. Let's go, Courtney. We windmilling, because let me tell you something. Now is the time to windmill, because I ain't seen not one fucking thing that you've done in the community, Carlos and or Heavenly. But you seem to take a position every night on a show titled Messy Mondays, and you go after women that are striving to make a difference, even against adversity. Let me pause there. Even against adversity, things that require you to ask for funding, things that require you to get in front of your audience and say, like Dr. Chanita said, hey, listen, don't think I'm not going to get up on this mofo and ask you for a little bit of money so that we can make it make sense in Africa. I know y'all good over here in the US of A, but they not good over there in Africa. And I swear to God, this is not a paid promotion. Nobody asked me to do this, but I decided I wanted to do this, period, point blank. Because now we have to stand on business when it comes to Black excellence. I didn't like the tone of the conversation. I don't normally get bothered or I don't get into the threshold of messy Mondays. Number one, let me tell you why. If we're talking on a spiritual principle, you know why I really don't fuck with messy Monday like that? Y'all ready? Because it ain't yours, Carlos. It ain't yours. You didn't conceptualize it. You didn't create it. You didn't innovate it. You stole it. You stole it from another Black queen. Now call me a liar and I'll pull up every fucking receipt I have. You stole it from two Black women that pitched it to you about 2 years ago. And you were supposed to get back with them. And you took it. And now here we are in this current state of 2024 of you taking their idea. And this ain't the first time you've done it. And you call it. You didn't even have the audacity to change the name. So I'm going to stand on business tonight. I'm going to stand on business for those two queens that you took the name from, Messy Monday. It ain't yours. But since we're in the habit of stealing, let's go. It ain't yours. Yeah. Did y'all not know that? So every time you tune in, you are providing funding to something that he took. You know what? Let me be cute. Allegedly. Let me be cute, because I'll pull up the receipts now. And I got them. And ma'am, if you are here, feel free to pull up. Let me drop the link, y'all. This ain't for you. Don't come up. Regular people, don't come up. If you just happen to be listening to the lady that he stole her idea from, please feel free to come up. Now, you got to come in hot, because they come in hot. So we matching energies tonight. I feel you. I see what you're saying. Angel Nicole said, Queen coming in hot tonight. No, we not. We not coming in hot. We actually matching energies because see let me tell y'all what's happening. Let me tell y'all what's happening. There's this undercurrent of hypnotic rhythm that's going on where there's this group, small select group of Black YouTubers that are trying to become gatekeepers and establish what they call, I don't know if y'all seen the movie on Netflix, it's called The Platform, where they determine who gets to eat first, where they determine who gets more credibility for covering what. We've been here before you and Heavenly ever pulled up. We've been here before you and Heavenly ever pulled up. So we get to determine. So you're not going to come over here and make a mess and exploit Black women and take shit from Black women and think and don't think that the palace ain't going to say nothing. Now, I can't speak for everybody else, but I don't give a damn about no Carlos King because I ain't trying to get into his kingdom. I've built my own. So when it comes to the work that Dr. Chanita is doing, and I don't know her behind the scenes, but I'm just talking about everything that I've seen her do for the community, not just here in America, but abroad in Africa. Yeah, we're going to stand on business tonight. You gatekeepers can sit down somewhere. And you tried to strong arm. Y'all tried to strong arm Armand. You do the math. You write down the names in your head and see what I'm coming up with and watch it. But that shit don't work because we're not drifters over here. That shit don't work because we have no problem with getting it how we get it. We have no problem for hustling and working for what we need. We don't need not one person to push us to the top. And when you standing on your own and when you've built your shit from the bottom up and the ground up and you don't need not one person to usher you in, you can use your platform to make a difference. And that's what we're going to do. Because Carlos King, let me tell you something. You were quick to say on that platform, I don't know. I've never been married. Then why the fuck are you doing shows called Love and Marriage? Love and Marriage. If you've never been married, sit down and let somebody else school you. And you had somebody that could do that by the name of Dr. Melody Cherie. But I don't really think that you are willing to put yourself in a position because you're quick to do that and say, I don't know, I'm not married, but this is what I'm hearing. Then why are you putting yourself in the forefront as an expert of love and marriage when you've never been married? We can stop there. Now, Dr. Heavenly opened up her big ass mouth and say, I don't take no advice from nobody. Then why the fuck are you listening to a man that ain't never been married?
Oh my God.
I'll wait. Why would you get on a platform to partner with a man? Because you were quick to say, Nell shouldn't listen to Melody because Melody's man cheated on her. And Nell shouldn't listen to Melody about anything because she got cheated on. Now, instead of you focusing on the men that cheated, you want to, exploit the pain of the women. Keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. God forbid if you find yourself in that position, Dr. Heavenly, keep that same fucking energy. Because what happens to a woman, what happens to a victim is not her. That's reflective of the offender. Y'all get what I'm saying? Or am I getting ahead of myself? Y'all get what I'm saying? Or am I getting ahead of myself? Keep that same fucking energy. So you came in and you doubled down. Shit, I ain't taking advice from nobody that ain't never did it or been. Then why the fuck are you on a platform with a nigga that ain't never been married? I'm just saying. What value does he bring to the conversation besides tearing down marriages? And the number that he pulled 2 weeks ago on Trisha and her family. Trisha, I don't care if you have a whole husband and a whole boyfriend. The way he did that shit was janky. He could have had see, let me tell you who's going to feel the effects of that. And I'm going to get into it in a minute. Your kids. Carlos don't give a damn about you and Marquez. Carlos don't give a damn about you and Marquez. Guess who's going to feel all of this? Your kids. It ain't that Marquez is right and you're wrong or you're wrong and he's right. The fucking puppet master got y'all dancing, doing blackface. for $2,500. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Because we ain't seen no fucking displays of love. But I wouldn't expect to see it from a man that ain't never been married. I wouldn't expect to see it from a man that says that his gay friends openly date married straight men. I wouldn't expect it to see it. Now, go back and roll the tape. You did say it. You did say, go back on his page and roll the tapes. Now, I'm not talking about nothing what I believe. I'm talking about facts. You said it, that your friends of a particular sexual orientation purposely date heterosexual married men. Nigga, how are you qualified? I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait. I'm on my big one tonight, and I'm not saying don't come to my page. All I'm asking you to do, for those of you that are tuned in, is to recognize where you are. Please do not say, Queen Sheba, I admire you. And I used to this and this. Don't. I'm just a human being. Don't set yourself up for the okie doke. Because I can disappoint you at any time of day because I'm simply a human being. Don't admire me. Take what you need from me and discard the rest. But you need to recognize a bias when you see one. So before you get in my chat and say, I have a fun, it seems like you don't like Carlos. I don't. And I don't think I've ever tried to hide it. I've been on Carlos King before anybody recognized what he was up to because I knew the track record. I don't. And I can say, you know why? Because I don't give a fuck about getting on his shows. I don't need Carlos King to get to the top. I don't need Carlos King. He's not my gatekeeper. He may be theirs and theirs and theirs, but he ain't mine. And that's why I love the way Armand stood the fuck up and said, I don't need Funky Dineva to do me a favor. I don't need Claudia Jordan to do me a favor. I don't need Al Reynolds to do me a favor. And as a matter of fact, before they really try to dog me out, let me tell you exactly how much money I was making. $70,000. Be careful. Watch these gatekeepers that's coming over here now. We've been here. We've been doing this shit. Small YouTubers like us. We brought Love and Marriage Huntsville up to par to where it is. When the viewers stopped watching it, we carried it. Heavenly, you just pulled the fuck up. Quit playing with us. You just pulled the fuck up and we ain't got not one thanks, but we don't need it because you are not the source, Carlos King. And I think you need to recognize that you better quit shitting where you eat because you've been shitting where you eat for quite some time. And the girls in Atlanta, boo-boo, are talking. I got receipt upon receipt upon receipt upon receipt. Now, let me say this. I am not that type of content creator because it really don't serve me to expose you. But boo-boo, the line is around the corner of Black women that you've done wrong. And Marcus, I don't know you, baby, but they trying to pour out your receipts too. And I let it be. So when you boys are stepping behind the camera, I'm going to just ask you to consider one thing. Please start doing Black women right because people ain't liking it. And it's the people you run with that are telling it all. And I'm going to just run down a couple of names, Carlos, real quick that may be familiar. And then I'm going to open up the chat. I'm going to open up the chat. Hold on. Carlos, Candy Burris. Did you or did you not take something from her? Sheree Whitfield. Did you or did you not take something from her by way of a, you know what? I ain't gonna even go there. The makeup artist, Messy Mondays. Did you or did you not take something from her? Angela, the producer that once worked with you on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Did you or did you not take credit or take something away from her? Melody Cherie. Did you or did you not take something from her? And if I didn't know any better, and I dug deep to get my research today, I got a funny feeling and a sneaky suspicion, but because I couldn't find it, I'm not going to share it. But my spidey senses say that Dr. Chanita falls in that same category. Did you or did you not take something from her? Because the streets of Atlanta is talking, honey. And I'm telling you, the receipts are around the corner regarding you and what you do with Black women. You flatter them. You get them close to you. Did you steal that TV show on OWN? Did Angela not? You know what? Angela, I'm sorry, sweetheart. And I ain't never talked to Angela a day in my life. But did Angela not pitch that show? I've never heard you give her not one public recognition. Was that your idea? That real estate show here in Houston? Is that your shit? Or is that another black woman's? See, you ain't no different than that white man that did that to the women, the black women in Hollywood when they came with the idea of the Matrix. Do y'all not know the story? The black women that went and wrote the Matrix and sat in front of the Hollywood executives and they heard everything she had to say. And then they came and they took her idea and they gave you the Matrix and they made a sequel. And you know what they tried to do to her? They tried to drain her dry in court. They tried to bleed her dry, hoping that her money would run out, that she couldn't fight them and her voice would never make it. But they were forced to pay her an undisclosed amount. Carlos, the clock is ticking. You are operating under the cloak of grace. And if you don't fix it, oh yeah, you done stole a lot of shit from black women. And I'm not sure why y'all sitting around being quiet and playing nice with his ass, because he ain't playing nice with you. And the way that you and Dr. Heavenly treated Dr. Chanita on this messy Monday, oh yeah, we can talk about it. Is that really your show on Own Network? Y'all saying, wow, y'all didn't know? You better do your research. A lot of this shit is public information. And the only reason I'm hesitating is because I went to do my research. I research everything, just like I did with Kyle and Stormy Steele and Canvas Beauty. And I said, did y'all not know who this man is? He worked for the startup ByteDance. That's worth over $180 billion. And y'all said, okay, how's that important? ByteDance founded TikTok. Start doing your homework. Carlos King, you should be ashamed of yourself. And Dr. Heavenly, you are such an embarrassment to black women. You are an embarrassment because what you did and the sexual derogatory comments that you made about this woman that goes back and forth to Africa to do things for little black girls. And I don't like how you made those sexual comments about how Martell can climb up on her and do her. See, a lot of content creators spared your ass, but I'm not sparing you tonight. Gatekeeper. I'm not sparing you tonight because you fucking playing in my playground, our playground, which is YouTube. There are no rules. You can get it like everybody else. And from what I can tell, y'all ain't sparing nobody. And you didn't spare that lady. She didn't send for you. And you disrespected her in the utmost ways. Of all the beautiful things that you could say about her community efforts, what she's doing compared to what you're not doing, the only thing that you could do was offer up her vagina on a platter without her permission. And let me ask you a question, Dr. Heavenly, because she's friends with Melody Cherie. So how was he going to get it? Take it? How was he going to get it if he climbed up on her? Because surely this is a woman of essence. This is a woman of class. This is a woman of sophistication. So how would he get it if he climbed up on top of her? Because he surely would have to take it. So you know what? I can't do you, bitch. I can't do you. And listen, if you don't like my language, go ahead and get out. Because there's too many of us sitting back as spectators not saying shit because we think we're too small. Our platforms don't matter. I don't want to rub nobody the wrong way. Fuck them. They on here eating black women alive. Fuck them. Excuse my language. They laughing about it. It's not funny that you would depict her in a sexual derogatory way. She has children. She has daughters. She sits next to people in high places in Africa. Come on now. You gonna put some fucking respect on her name tonight. You gonna rethink how you show up for Messy Mondays. I don't normally go that low with Dr. Heavenly and Carlos because I expect nothing less. You got to consider the source. But the way you did her and depicted her sexually, you have to be ashamed of yourself. And Carlos, you fucking laughed. And let me tell you something. The same shit that makes you laugh will make you cry. I don't give a fuck who don't like what I'm saying tonight. I'm gonna get in here and windmill for you, Dr. Chanita. I got it. Don't even know you, but I got it. Because that was wrong what they did to you. That was wrong of the sexual example. That's what blew my top. All that other shit is reality TV. That's what blew my top. This woman is a suicide survivor. This woman is doing the best that she can for her kids and some other kids that don't even belong to her in other communities. And all you can say is she can lay down and Martell can hop on her and screw her. Dr. Heavenly, you done lost your fucking mind. Sugar, welcome.
Hey, Queen Sheba. Could you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Oh, you got me so fired up. I think I'm gonna wait a minute. I think I'm gonna pause first.
Well, if you think about what they did to her.
Yeah, that's some low down shit. And not
That's
only
some low down
daughter,
ass shit what they did to her.
Yeah, that is, and she know it. But my thing is, for her to be a woman and a Black woman, she constantly sit online, contradict herself, and she ain't shit. We finna bring shame back tonight. She should be ashamed of herself. And for you to even, and when you mentioned the part about the sexual connotation that she made about another woman's ex-husband who you say, oh, but I like her. Like, cut the shit. Carlos gotta go too. He gotta go. Dr. Heavenly gotta go. She ain't shit. She low down. Do you know Chanita's daughter had cancer and she cut all her hair off just so her hair can be cut off just with her daughter?
Damn.
And you can go on her page and see that.
Damn.
So stop playing. She do a lot of things for her community and for us. She ain't shit. Now, if we say something about her old ass husband, and we say something about him, I'm not gonna be mean to him because he ain't in it. His wife ain't shit. That's all. And you let her run around. I don't, daddy, you need to tell her to shut the fuck up. Because soon as somebody say something about her husband, she'll lose her whole shit. She's done it. And then you want to body shame somebody. Let's talk about your body. Stop it. It kills me how all these women out here, y'all want to have plastic. So it's nothing wrong with plastic surgery. It is wrong when you think you better than somebody because you went to a builder body. You don't like yourself. So you have a right to fix it. But then you want to talk to people that's naturally or have a natural figure. You want to call her names. She should be ashamed of herself. And yeah, we're going to say, yeah, she is a bitch. And whoever watch her, y'all watch her because it's funny. Why is it always funny? Boy, y'all make a lot of money off Black people, don't y'all? Y'all make a lot of money off us, especially the women. Let's talk about exploitation. Everybody, every kind, whatever, always trying to take something from us. Where are men at? Where are men at? We got a certain type of men that want to show up, thinking they know our problems, our life, our struggle. Always got something to say. Just like you said, you don't even have, you never even been married. And that type of reality TV is tired and old. It's tired and old. Everybody tired of that shit. Y'all too old. All y'all old women. You on a reality show, Married to Medicine. Elaine. And I don't even want to say your name. That's my mother's name. You're disgusting. And even sit as a woman, you disgusting. Isn't this the same person? Excuse me for saying isn't, but Carlos the same person that was talking about somebody's ovaries. And you still showing up on camera with him. We finna bring shame back. And then everybody want to censor you. No, we gonna tell y'all what it is. Censor for what? Just be respectful. So you know better than that. And I don't know what this industry paying y'all, but it's a lot of grown women, 40 and up, are acting like they 20 years old. It's disgusting. It ain't black. It's not Black excellence. It's not. Yeah, I'm sorry, Queen Sheba. Yeah,
Don't apologize. We standing on business tonight.
yeah.
Don't tell me I don't want nobody in my comments. Listen, y'all know I don't block y'all. I ain't afraid of a little heat, but don't do it after this. If you new over here, you might want to hold your peace.
It's like
You might
they
want to
want us
hold
to
your
be
peace after this one.
right. Like they want us to accept abuse. Like y'all want to program us to accept abuse. Even what Melody said on her TikTok. You know, it's like wrong is right, right is wrong. Like, get out of here. So we're going to stand on it every time when you just go too far. A lot of people out here just going too far, and they need to be called on it.
Period. Thank you, Sugar. I appreciate it. And that's what we doing, y'all. We holding the fucking line because they holding it over there and we gonna hold it over here. If we don't do nothing else, we gonna hold the line. You went too fucking far. You did not have to do that to Carlos, to her. But let me ask you something, Carlos. And you better be fucking glad I could not find my receipt because I was gonna out your ass tonight. And you know what? God works, I ain't gonna even say work a mysterious way. He saved you. Somebody praying for you. They say Jesus looks out for babies and fools, and you ain't a baby. So I'm going to say this. I could not find that receipt that I thought I had, but I'm coming back when I do find it. And I think I know why you're mad at it. And I think I understand why you're trying to create a negative smear campaign around Dr. Chanita so you can discredit anything she says. I think I know. And I ran off a list. And I can't help but to wonder. But I'm going to do my research. I'm going to do my research because I swear I thought I saw it. But I can't find it. Welcome. Let me go to Simone real quick. Simone.
Wow. You took Sugar took some of the heat that I was going to give. So I'm calmed down now. So I feel a lot better. But I'm not surprised. I can't stand her voice. I can't stand the snake's voice. I'm not what she said. I'm just hearing this today. I didn't, because I don't look at them. That's totally disgusting. But that's what you get from pure trash. She is pure, unadulterated trash. She is an insecure, old ass bitch. She is insecure. The therapy is not helping her. She needs to find a new therapist. And get ready, honey, because daddy don't like your ass. Because I know your bitch ass over here listening. Daddy don't like you. You done did all that shit for the last 20 plus years. But baby girl is out the house. She's in college. So get ready for what's about to happen. Get ready, buckle up, buttercup, because something's about to hit the fan on your ass. Because you ain't going to be out here delivering all this hate and disgusting, vile things to other Black women and then trying to lean back on your 25, 30-year marriage, however long the hell y'all been married. You're going to be looking real stupid real soon. So get ready. That's all I got to say.
Thank you, Simone. I appreciate it. Thank you. The Asset Noir.
Good evening, ladies. All I can say
Hey.
is
Hey.
hello. Thank you, Sugar. Thank you, Queen. Thank you, Simone. All I can say is this. I live in Atlanta and not too far removed from the receipts that Queen Sheba needs. When I say the receipts are receipting, they are
Come on now.
receipting.
Am I
So,
lying?
no, ma'am, you don't know the half. And Carlos, the Lucifer, the Satan, the demon, the miscreant, the dumpster, trash juice, he better beware because his time is limited. And for that monkey ass flying monkey, Elaine, her time is even shorter. That's all I can say. When those receipts drop, and I might drop a few myself because again, Candy's right around the corner from me. Rashida's right around the corner from me. Michelle ATLN in my Rolodex, baby. Chef Johnny can call all the Bravo mess. I know firsthand what happened. So Carlos, please keep coming for Dr. Chanita, and I promise you won't utter, stutter, or stammer her name again. That's all I can say. Yeah, I don't
And
want
let
me
me
to
be
say too
very
much more.
He need to
thank you.
apologize.
Yeah, Heavenly, you owe her an apology. You owe her an apology.
Absolutely. talking under that woman's dress. How dare you?
And
Need to
then called her a
apologize.
bitch.
Mhm.
What? Oh, I missed that. Oh, okay. Girl. Yeah.
And
All I
then
can
called
say
the
is
lady a
this.
bitch. She ain't did
There
nothing but showed up for a
there are
friend.
there are so many people, and when you say the line is down the block, it's down the block, around the corner, and up I-20, waiting in line for Heavenly. I'm sorry, Elaine, the dentist, and Carlos. They better just shut up if they have any sense. We know they don't have common sense, but I give them a dime or two so they can have a little bit of sense.
And I want to
Yes,
say
be
something.
quiet.
Ain't nothing deplorable about what we did. What you did was deplorable. We will respond. We ain't listen, Chanita.
Absolutely.
I don't know Chanita, but you're not gonna disrespect her like that and laugh and kiki and do that. You're not gonna do that. Not over here. So I don't know what kind of platform you're building, but over here, nah. You need to tread lightly. Because ain't nobody finna let you come up in here and disrespect Black women like that and call these women bitches and hoes and offer up their vagina without their permission when they got kids, when they're doing things in the community. How fucking dare you? That is disgusting.
Carlos's reputation is so trash in Atlanta. Put it like this: he won't be an Atlanta resident much longer. That's how bad it is.
Wait a minute, Dr. Melody. Listen, Melody Cherie is in the building. Listen,
Hey, man, we got
welcome.
your back too.
He need to
Welcome.
apologize.
And Melody, hold on, because I got a question for you. I'm gonna move this along. I'm gonna let my ladies talk, but let me go to Gigi. Thank you, the set. Gigi, what you got?
Hey, Queen. You know, I didn't, y'all have all said that I was going to say, but I wanted to say something about Heavenly. Anybody that sat on that, the way she talked about Quad is why I don't listen to Heavenly. Even though Quad is back in her corner, but the way she trashed out Quad, who she says her friend, I couldn't understand why anybody would listen to her then. But for her to go after Chanita and say some shit that she didn't even know, I don't even understand why people even still service her, why they still go to her as a businesswoman. Because as a Black woman, and you trashing a Black woman that you don't know, for Carlos, who's a piece of shit anyway, is ridiculous. I don't even understand. Basically, somebody need to hit her in her business for her to understand that you're gonna stand on business and you're not gonna trash a Black woman that you don't even know. You didn't even know how to say.
You there, Gigi?
Watched a 40-minute show like we did and then just trash this woman. It doesn't even make any sense. I don't even understand. But they did the same thing to Sweet Tea about her fertility. So this shit is not funny. It's not
No, it's
funny at
not.
all.
It's not.
It's not funny. These are women. And this Chanita said that her kid, that somebody contacted her child. But you don't want nobody to say shit to your daughter. But somebody had to go back and say something to Chanita's about your big ass mouth.
Mm.
Mm-mm-mm.
Well, I'm riding out for Chanita. Let me just tell you, you disrespect a Black woman in that capacity sexually, the way they did compared to it don't even matter. She didn't deserve that shit. And
She did
Carlos, you
not.
should have fucking
She
called
did
the
not.
time out and say, hold up. I don't want to go that far. Nigga, you work for Own Network, for Oprah Winfrey, who's doing similar work in fucking Africa. Take his ass off. I'm sorry. Oh, what are y'all doing?
And the sad part about it is they were loud and wrong. They were so loud and wrong, it was ridiculous. Chanita said she didn't even watch the show. Her friend came on and had to tell her what was going on about the show. She said that Mel was her friend and Mel was a true friend. But she basically said how it's not even about the show. I'm just saying she didn't watch the show. So the shit you were saying, you were wrong. You came out talking shit and stumping, and you were wrong. So they do owe her an apology. If they don't, they do owe her an apology. Heavenly owe her an apology. Carlos don't give a shit. All Carlos cares about is getting paid. That's all he cares about is getting paid. on top of that. But Heavenly, a black woman who always talking about black women and what this world is about when it comes black women. Black woman, you owe another black woman apology because you don't even know
You
what you were
do.
talking about, and you were wrong.
You
I agree.
do. The
You
way
were
you depicted
absolutely
her.
wrong. I
Yes.
don't watch Married to Medicine because of Heavenly. I don't watch. The only reason I listened to Messy Monday the other day is because I was coming home from a budget boot camp and I just want to hear what they had to say. But the stuff she said, talking about he liked climbing, talking about her height and stuff like that. But if somebody talk about your demon mush mouth looking ass, they will be wrong too. So the point is, I don't like talking about people, but I don't like people just trashing somebody just because they could. I don't know why everybody feel like they got to go to bat for Tisha's ass. If Tisha can't get on the show and
Exactly.
take care of herself, bitch, exit left. And I don't like
Mm.
calling women that either. But I'm sick of Wanda. I'm sick of Carlos, and I'm also like they have to come out and take up for her. She could take up for herself. If she can't take up for herself, get off the show. Get off the show. But my point is, I thought they were acting like that. It's because Mel already said whatever Martell will be, I will not. And she alluded to that shit, talking about he can't pay for his children. That's his own damn fault. That ain't Mel's or Shanita's. So that's
Yeah,
all I
but it
have to
boiled
say.
down to it. She ignorant. She ignorant. She know better.
She's
She know
educated
better for that.
ignorant.
And we ain't letting her ride on it. She know better for that. She
No.
was ignorant as hell for that shit.
Yeah, but
Thank
she
you.
didn't like, she said that she didn't like the fact that, what's her name, said something about her husband. Well, if you didn't like the fact that somebody said something about your husband, a lot on your husband, then you should be careful what comes out of your mouth. But she didn't. She don't. But you know what?
She always goes for women's vaginas. But here's my thing. It was raw. It was unprovoked, unsolicited. And let me say this real quick. Now she had a lot of mouth to say, yeah, Chanita was Melody's mouthpiece. And bitch, we already know what time it was. She done queued you up, she done filled you in. You was there. Okay, can we say the same for you? You
Yep.
Carlos's fucking mouthpiece.
Yeah.
He didn't queued you up. He don't fucking fuck with Melody. Let's talk about it. Now that Melody
Exactly.
is putting 2 and 2 together and she recognizes that her own executive fucking producer is trying to sabotage her and run her off the show so that you can
Right.
bring in Martell's mistress. Come on. What we doing?
Right. What we doing?
But you know
Or are
what,
you his
Queen
mouthpiece?
Shiva, I'm going to say this and then I'm going to drop down so somebody else can come up. You know, they want to sabotage Melanie, but if Melanie leave that show, who's going to watch that? Who's going to watch that woman? Who's going to watch any of this? Every show that Martell has not been on, if you listen to content creators, men and women have said, I'm glad he wasn't there. So what you think, just because you put him on there that they're going to suddenly watch? That most of your audience are women. You think women is going to watch this? Because I won't.
And every
So
black woman ain't broken. Every
I
black
live right in
woman
Houston.
ain't looking for a fucking heartache and a sad story. Some of us are very healthy,
Exactly.
very wholesome, very up to par, and can tell
I live right here in Houston, Texas, and I barely watch the show of the
Come on now.
realtors that comes on. So I'm just saying, I don't support Carlos, and I don't have the problem I have with Carlos is the shit he does. It's not the show, it's him. It's the shit you do. It's the
Yes.
way you act. There's no reason. You never have the support of a woman, as she said, that put a check in your pocket. But you know what? That's Carlos.
Melody said is disgusting and diabolical. You know what? I'm gonna have to agree with you, Melody. I'm gonna have to agree with you, and I'm gonna keep it real, Melody. I used to always wonder, what's the problem? For sure, Letitia, Kimmy, Stormy, there has to be something that maybe we just didn't know that occurred behind the scenes between Melody and them. And the more and more Carlos opens his fucking mouth. Excuse my language, y'all. This is, you know what? We grown tonight. Go on and go to bed, child. If this is above your tax bracket or below your tax bracket, I understand. I ain't gonna take it personal. Just don't get in my comments with it. This is we HBO tonight. But listen, Melody, I'm gonna keep it real. And I kept thinking, well, surely, maybe Melody did do something, and we just don't know about it. And then, surprise, surprise, when he brought his ass on YouTube, the more he talked and how he turned Dustin and how he snares and lures people in, and the number keeps stacking and stacking and stacking, and the alliances that I thought she had kind of quietly dwindle away. The content creators that were trying to be, and I'm talking about the males. Let me just say males so people won't make up lies, because you can't even talk and give commentary no more without people trying to be, what is it called? Who them people that read the crystal balls? Shit. What's some people that read the crystal balls?
Mind reader or whatever.
Yeah, mind
Psychic,
reading,
psychic.
psychic.
That lady
Yeah.
named, Psychic, Miss Cleo. You can't even do content no more. Oh, Queen Sheba said your name. No, I didn't. Y'all met, no, you know what? But anyhow, so I'm starting to watch these big content creators, these male, because he's male identified.
Mm-hmm.
Let me remind you something, ladies. Carlos King is male identified. Let's go back to the Funky Dineva interview when he says, "Who's up next?" And Funky Dineva named all of the males that he identifies with. And he was kind enough to mention Bondi Blue. Carlos did not mention not one woman, not one of you that he respects enough to say, I would advocate for, and I want her to be up next. So let's pause there. Let's take it outside of Melody Cherie. But then let's bring it back to Melody Cherie. The more he started talking and showing up on YouTube, I realized he don't give one fuck about her. This man is orchestrating a full-on attack. And the question is why? And when they did what they did to Dr. Chanita, I knew, oh, okay, it's gloves off. You just low down and dirty, and you can no longer hide your hands. You can no longer even mask your facial expressions. When Marquez was on your show and said, shout out to Dr. Melody Cherie, was saying is somebody that showed me hospitality, somebody that treated me kindly. You rolled your fucking eyes. You looked side to side as if he stole your damn dog.
Yep.
Sure did.
It is disgusting. It is
Really.
diabolical, Melody. It is.
But him and Elaine have something in common. They both hate Black women.
Yeah.
He hates Black women. The circle that he runs with, Diarrhea, hates Black women. All those other ones, they hate Black women. So this is what he knows, and that's why he keeps using other Black women content creators and standing on their shoulders and taking from them and then presenting things as if he created them. He's been this way for the last 15 plus years that we've heard about his ass. Candy already let us know.
But Elaine is the dummy for allowing him to do it. That's just stupid.
Yeah.
Heavenly don't care. To
I'm
me,
just
that
saying,
means
she's
you have
dumb.
a shared dislike of Melody for whatever reason. But okay, girl.
She
Okay.
hates Black women just as bad as he does. She hates herself. She is an insecure. I don't care
Yeah.
how quote
You're up
unquote
next.
successful she says she is. She got this, she got that. She is insecure. Period.
Let me go to my priority panelists real
I'm gonna
quick.
drop
Corey,
down.
you're on deck. Corey, you're on deck. But let me hit Lala. Lala, you have the mic.
Hello, Queen Sheba and Palace.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey,
Hey,
Lala.
Queen. Hi. Queen, you killing it tonight. I knew from the tone of your voice we're gonna be in for one tonight. And boy, are we in for one tonight. And also, can I just say I love your slogan, you ain't my daddy. I just love that. I'm so sorry, but I love it. I'm gonna have to record that and keep it like a voicemail or something. Anyway, to the topic. So can I just go deep into this? I just want to go deeper. I think it was Simone that says they both hate Black women. Simone, for me, I feel like they hate strong Black women, and hence why they have an issue with Dr. Shanita and Melody Cherie, and why they protect the Pickmishas, Tisha, and Kimmy herself, because that just shows you they love weak women that are submissive to men that get walked all over and that can get away with their shit. They love it. Like I said, that man needs therapy. He's unwell. He's has an issue with strong Black women. He always has. You can see from his shows that he produces what kind of level he's on and where his agenda is. But also, what I was gonna say is the reason why I want to go deeper. The issue with him and his platform, Queen, is the black women. We know what he's about. We know his agenda. Yet why the fuck are we over there? And I'm not gonna say me because I ain't over there ever. But I'm saying, why are people over there considering they don't like this man? Considering they don't stand for what he stands for, considering he's hella disrespectful to black women and what he's been saying about black women for all this time. Why are you over there supporting a man that hates you but loves your coins, loves your money but hates you? That says a lot about us black women. We always go where we're not wanted or appreciated, and we support those that don't even like us. Why? That is the deeper issue at hand here. And also, that woman is beyond disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. I can't stand her. I've never liked her. She ain't a friend to nobody. She's a straight up, excuse my language, she's a bitch. Straight up ugly ass bitch. And when I say ugly, I don't mean just look, I mean inside. Her heart is ugly. She is so pathetic. And she shows that every time she comes on our screen. Every time she does her messy Mondays, she shows us what an ugly personality she has. She ain't friend to nobody. The fact that she disrespected Dr. Chanita and what she's about and saying climb up. Boo, let's keep it real. Maybe if you climbed on your husband, yeah, we would not be having these rumors in the streets that he's sleeping with other younger women, allegedly, and in my opinion. Maybe if you did that and stop worrying about another woman and what she does with her body, maybe you would keep your husband at home and these rumors would be non-existent. Yet you up here disrespecting another woman that does more for the community and for others than your sorry ass self. You ain't nothing. You're insecure. You're jealous. You're ugly, jealous ass woman. And the reason why you will always stay in that mindset is you're not grown. You ain't grown enough for this shit. And I'm tired. And I'm tired of her ugly ass on our screen chatting shit. Wasn't it just 2 weeks ago, a week ago, I heard she was trying to quit because she felt bad. She breaking up family homes. Da, da, da. But now look what you're doing. You coming after a woman that ain't done nothing to you? Why? Because she stood up for her friend? What is you have a problem because you ain't got friends that stick up for your sorry ass? Come on now, give us a fucking break. Enough is enough. Leave Melody Cherie alone. Leave Dr. Shanita alone.
Mm.
If you want to stay ugly in your ugly ass house. Leave us the hell alone with your rhetoric and your embarrassing ways. It's absolutely a grown ass woman at her age with grown ass kids with her husband talking the way she talks is absolutely diabolical. I'm sorry, and I'm not sorry. Excuse my language, but I'm a grown ass woman. I'll say what the fuck I want to say. But one thing I'm gonna say, leave it at this, Queen Sheba, is Carlos King is the motherfucking devil. He's been a devil. The man has issues. He needs to seek help. He needs to go sort out that receding hairline that he keeps fucking putting,
Oh Lord.
shadow over it. We can see it. We can see it, boo. We know you hate women, but you're jealous. You jealous you ain't born a woman, and you jealous you ain't never gonna be a woman. Okay? And maybe concentrate on why the African keeps leaving you every other week, allegedly, in my opinion. Maybe concentrate on that, your relationship instead of other people's relationships. Motherfucker, he just pisses me off, Queen. So
Oh,
apologies.
hold on. You said Africa? Hold on.
Are you running?
I said African.
Oh, Lala. Damn. We got to go to break. Where that white man at? Hold on.
Yeah, we do.
We got to go to that white man. Damn. Lala. I'm going to let Lala cool off. Corey, you got it.
Hey, you guys. I am from Detroit, where Chanita is from. And
Okay.
anything about Detroit girls, we are your friends. We're gonna ride with you and we're gonna call it out. I love that she called it out. And she said it like in their face to understand. And I really love that Melanie is like, you know what? Let me take the gloves off. Let me just say what it is. These women have never been friends to this woman. They are not good friends. They've shown themselves and true natures. And what is weird is I don't understand why. Because I would want to be around a woman that is motivated, that wants to work, that wants to build. And the fact that you're jealous of that, that makes you seem like you're insecure. So Chanita calling them out, it was always it was on par all day, every day. And I love that. Carlos, like, listen, it's a reason why this Love and Marriage Detroit is not going to really like prosper. Because first of all, we don't know any of these people that's in Detroit. I'm gonna let y'all be honest with you. Like the movers and shakers that are here in Detroit, them are not them. FYI, that he's putting on. Okay. So he doesn't understand. He doesn't care about anything at all. Um, to be honest with you, I'm really glad that the gloves are off and people are actually understanding and seeing what's going on. I said it in the first couple seasons when Kimmy sat on that the spa and said, "Oh, this is bougie." I clocked it then. Again, I'm a Detroit girl. I'm like Chanita. We're Detroit girl. We clocked that immediately. We're gonna call you out about what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And Queen, you calling it out right. It is right. It's a reason why Carlos can't work in certain places. There's a reason why things don't go in his way because, yeah, you shiesty. You move shiesty. And again, like I'm saying, I'm only speaking from my perspective because I'm a Detroit girl, and that's how we feel, and that's how we see things. But yeah, what they said about Chanita was very disparaging.
Yeah,
Like
it was.
that's very disparaging because this woman really does work and does a lot, and she's done a lot for her kids. She's sacrificed a lot, and to be a mother, to have to sacrifice the way you did, like that's ugly and disgusting.
I agree.
You as a woman, you should never say anything ugly like that to another woman, and you're never going to have any goodness behind that. But again, Shanita's a Detroit girl. Let me tell you something about us. We don't lay down, baby. We get up, we get fighting, and we always gonna come up on top. So Shanita is and she's doing excellent work. I support her in the work that she does. I support her foundations that she's do because it's necessary and it's needed.
Thank you.
But you are right. They are not good people.
Thank you.
So thank you so much.
No, thank you. Thank you, Corey. I appreciate you giving us a Detroit viewpoint and perspective and letting us know it is what it is. Whoo, y'all, it's just listen, let me tell you something. The palace can get down and dirty. We choose not to, but we can. I'm sorry. I ain't you know what? I'm not sorry. Let me quit fucking with y'all. I ain't sorry. I meant every fucking word I said. Let me stop. I meant every fucking word I said. Carlos and Heavenly. I ain't pretending to be nice because y'all were fucking out of line. You were out of line. You were no hose barred. So we no hose barred. You showed no mercy. We ain't showing none. And with that being said, Deborah, real quick, I'm going to come to you, my priority panelist. Nikki, you're on deck. Deborah, you got the floor.
Hello, everyone. Um, all I want to say is, well, I'm not surprised by those two. She said she wasn't reviewing the show anymore, and then she was back Monday, I guess. So she's trash, and he is too. What I want to say is, what I would like to see is this be turned into something good. Um, I don't know Dr. Foster's foundations, but I would love it if we got together and did some kind of donation. If that could happen, I'd be happy to donate. I think the palace should send something to show what we stand on. They stand on nonsense over there on Messy Mondays, and they can keep their mess. We stand on uplifting each other and supporting Black women, not even just Black women, women in general. So I would like to see some good come out of all of this, and a donation would be wonderful. That's just my opinion. I'm going to drop back down so other people can talk, but I love Lala. I miss her. I'm glad she came back. She came in like fire, as
She
always.
did. And
So
Oh,
it's
did.
good
thank
to hear
you,
that.
love. Thank
I
you
And
do,
so
and
did.
much.
yeah, and if Aunt Debbie is in here, I love to hear her perspective too. But I'm gonna drop back down so somebody else can come up. But if a donation is taken up, I'm happy to give.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Right.
Nikki,
Uh
you
huh.
got the, and Aunt Debbie, they calling for you. I know we full, but we'll make room. Nikki, you got the floor.
Good evening, Queen. Good evening, everybody. I just wanted to say I can see that Carlos has a formula. And whenever he has produced the show, he always does the same thing. He'll take somebody on the show, he'll build them up, then he makes them the villain just so he can tear them down. And it is very apparent he did that with Candy when he put out the rumors on Candy. He did it with Teresa when he was her producer. And he's even doing it to that couple in Detroit, the Brandon and his wife. And when you notice on the episodes, he just starts making them out to be, he's destroying their character. So he's definitely doing the same thing to Melody. And so much so, it shows whenever people have said, go after the star of the show, and that's how you get more time. And he's telling them that as if they're going to get paid more, but he's really doing that for them to tear her down. He's spinning this narrative with all the blockers, trying to make it seem as if she's this bad person, just so he can, again, make her the villain to tear her down. Martell even went as far as to refer to her being like Nene, like, you're going down. All of this is just simply exposing his plan. And the only reason why he dislikes her so much is, well, two reasons. A, he's jealous because of the success that she has and that she will not fall. And her fan base will not allow him to succeed. See, when the bloggers come out and debunk all of the myths and all of these bloggers that are on his payroll, it simply shows it's nothing but lies. So that's why he spends the season trying to tear down her fan base, because he essentially knows his plan can't work. He can't make her the villain and he can't tear her down because everybody is riding for her because they see what he's doing. But his cast won't speak up and do his dirty work because her fan base is sitting right there ready to come out on their bullshit. And that's why he's upset. And the dentist also does the same thing. She did the same thing to Contessa. She did the same thing to Mariah. The moment Quad decided to leave and get her shit together away from her husband, she did the same thing to Quad. So it's jealousy. And the moment they get jealousy, they'll build you up just to turn around and tear you down by trying to make you out to be the villain. And so until he gets out of his own way and feeling like he has to tear people down, people are going to continuously expose him and show all of the evil that he has done until they just simply stop fooling with him. And honestly, everybody should be boycotting all of his shows because his whole purpose is making somebody a villain just to tear them down for TV and ratings.
Wow. Woo. Thank you, Nikki. Y'all are coming in, man. Y'all are coming in solid. Y'all coming in with wisdom, knowledge, and you're coming in with facts and hard. What do they call it? I forgot the name of the word I'm looking for, but you know what? Let me go to Fruit Gummy. Welcome, Fruit Gummy. Oh, let me say this really quick. So y'all ask, and the only reason why I'm doing it because y'all ask. I started Operation Africa. You can just $5 super chat if you want to. And let me tell y'all something. The palace gives over everything we collect, honey. And let me tell you, we actually give more because for those of you that don't know, we don't even get your full $5. YouTube takes a cut, but I still cover it from my money. Just FYI. YouTube takes what, 30, 40? I don't remember what the percentage is, but they take a good percentage, but I still cover it to make sure that the recipient gets the entire amount. I just wanted to say that. So if you would like to donate to Dr. Chanita's cause, and I saw Kicking It with Courtney said we got a full house, we may as well go for it now, $5 each, so we can get those young girls sanitary napkins. Absolutely. I'm down for it. And I'll make sure we donate as a whole, and I'll leave it in the large sum after we collect it, and I total it up as a donation from the Palace. Okay, on the website. Period. All right, Fruit Gummy, you got the floor, Queen.
Good evening, Queen Sheba. Good evening, Palace. You know, it is so disgusting what they did over there a few days ago. I expect it from Carlos King because he has shown himself to just be despicable. But Heavenly, as not only a woman, but a Black woman, how dare you say something so vile and disgusting? And it's like every time she opens that gator mouth, it proves what a wounded, pathetic human being she really is. What she needs to be worried about is that she's married to a man that calls her buddy when she calls him daddy. She needs to be worried about the fact she has how many kids plus a husband, but yet we only see her alone in a closet. She needs to worry about the fact she went all those years to school to be a dentist, to get businesses, but yet we're sitting up here talking about her as a failed YouTube blogger. She has a lot more fish to fry instead of talking about other women who are doing what they're supposed to do as women and as Black women who have businesses, who are taking care of their kids, and that is in face of the odds that they have. So how dare she sit up there and do what she did? She's disgusting, and she better pray that the vile things that she put out in the universe don't befall her daughter.
Damn. Y'all cooking tonight. Let me SKR, you got the floor. Fruit Gummy came in hot.
Yes,
Braylon,
she did. She said what I was about to say, but
you need a
as
minute? You need a minute?
she but I just want us to all, since Miss Melody Cherie is listening, and we are all here to support her and Dr. Chanita Foster, that even though we're all smart and we're sensible and we're upset at what has happened and what was said, I know there's a small sprinkle of millimeters that kind of take things just a little bit too literal. So I know that we all know not nobody need to be showing up at Dr. Heavenly's job. Nobody need to be emailing and DMing her daughter or Dr. Daddy.
Hold up. We don't do that over here. This the Palace. We don't do that
Nobody
over
needs to
here.
do that because I do not want the backlash to come
We
up
don't do
on
that.
the millimeters. Yes, and I don't want it to come back up on Melody that she sent her people out to go get them. And we also need to be on guard that they know that, you know, we are upset, that they even try to put out what is that, like fake people to say, and then say it was the millimeters that came and did something or said something. So, you know, we just need to be on guard that they know we mad, and they may try to use different bloggers and try to do different things to, you know, to point the finger, hey, the millimeters did this. So we just all need to be aware and be on guard for all that kind of stuff. And since Miss Melody Cherie is listening, I just want you to know that I want on that reunion, if y'all hadn't, you know, what is it called, like shot it yet, but just please believe and know that yes, none of those people are your friends, and let you know that all of those people, that whole cast, knew that Martell was cheating. That's why none of them supported you or was in shock when when all of this came out. They all already knew, and they wasn't for you from the get-go. So, but that's all I got to say. I'll drop down and continue listening.
Thank you for coming up, SKR. I like where you're going with it, but let me just say the Palace is a whole, listen, the millimeters are a whole different breed. What we've quickly learned is all of them calls and showing up and going to people's houses and calling people's jobs did not derive from the millimeters. Those are actually from people that cannot stand melody. So let me just
Yes.
pause there. Like, come on, we got to keep it real now. And also with the Palace. Now, Dr. Elaine, Heavenly, Elaine, whomever said that she gets calls all the time to her office, so they can't put that on us. That's been happening way before we've talked about a lot over here. We ain't never had no problems. I don't anticipate any. But what I will say, we up in our bag tonight, and my goal is to raise $1,000. Period. Whether we raise it or not, I will contribute to bring us up to par. We gonna give Dr. Chanita at least $1,000. Dr. Melody Cherie came in hot with 400. Everything is going. And let me just tell you how this works. I don't even get the money until next month, but I'm gonna put it up there. I'm gonna put it up there for those babies in Africa to make sure those young girls are not embarrassed when they have their menstrual and they have those sanitary napkins. We got you, Dr. Chanita. Now, Heavenly, if you're gonna run your big fat ass mouth, this is how you show up, and you put some umph in it. You put a little umph in it. You see what I'm saying? If you gonna talk, you better talk that shit and walk the walk, because money talks and bullshit walks. I'm sorry. That's the least you can do, is make a donation on the behalf of those babies over there in Africa. Thank you, Dr. Melody Cherie, for standing on business, coming in hot, getting us up to par when it comes to doing a good deed, not only in the Black community, but in our African roots. And I love it. I love it. I love it. And like Shamar said, you better get in your bag. Let's go.
You better get to the bag. Don't let them hoes stop your bag. If you got a problem, just know I'ma make you my man. Yeah, get to the bag. Fuck what they talking about. Get to the bag. Don't worry about that.
You better sing, Shamar. Don't do it.
Don't try it.
Don't do it. Come on, Shamar.
Yeah, you gotta get to
He's singing, ain't he?
Yes.
Yeah. Woo, y'all give Shamar a round of applause. We're going to give him an E for effort. Listen, let me go to the next person. I got to go to Braylon Lee. You got the mic, Braylon.
Hey, everybody. It's good to hear all your voices, and hey to the chat. I'm not going to be up here long, but I did want to speak on the Carlos King point of it all. He said in a Deadline article, my secret sauce is the fact that my shows represent me and my family and my background. Y'all know there's a scripture in the Bible that says, as a man thinketh, so is he. I think it is beyond disgusting to go to deadline.com the night of your new show, Family Empire, to ask other Black production companies to do more Black-owned content when you have the responsibility and you're not even giving a damn about what you're doing. It saddens me that the reason why Black women don't feel protected is not just because of what Black men don't do, but it's also what we do not confront. Because personally, I do not get how Carlos can sit up here with Melody, who has 4 kids, daughters and a son, and you say that you're about family, but your actions show different. No one is perfect in life. And listen, I am single as a Pringle, but at least I know that if I were to do any of this, there would be a casket already on layaway, because my mom and dad raised me to have the understanding of, if you don't have the energy to handle responsibility, don't do it. So to Carlos King, shame on you for asking Black production companies to do more for Black people, and you're not even understanding your own assignment that you took on, because you said you wanted freedom. Freedom costs, and heaviest that wears the crown. I love all of you, and I'll see you real soon. I didn't want to take up the conversation because I know it sounds like it's a ladies' conversation, but I at least want
it's a
to
people
conversation.
Thank you,
community
Braylon.
conversation. So you're welcome, Braylon.
No problem.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you. I love how thank you for giving us that gem. You said Carlos says that my secret sauce, my secret weapon is that my show represent my family dynamic. So was your mother, you know what? Let me back up. Thank you, Braylon. I wanted to ask, but I'm not going to ask. Less is more. Moonchild 6. Moonchild, welcome.
Hello, good evening, Palace, and everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. You got the floor.
Great. So we are hot tonight, but I want to make sure I stay calm and represent you, Queen, the Palace, and the doctors, Melody and Chanita, properly. So of course they want to debate us to keep their name trending. I hope they think that this was worth it. Carlos, you are in a position to bring us natural talent, natural beauty, intelligence, and excellence. So, why are you in my face with this? Criminal minds and behaviors, liars and trash talking. So, I'm asking you, Carlos, because I know you hear me. I'm asking you, why can't you use your position to inspire me instead of trying to tear Black women down? Please, on all your platforms, not just Family Empire, which you would have more support for that show if you start listening instead of thinking that you represent us. That's number one. Bullfroggy Lane, I have all the smoke for you. My face is greased, I'm barefoot, and my earrings is off. I don't like you. I just don't. I'm not inspired by you. I cannot bond with you. And I tried. Elaine, to find a commonality. And I don't have it ever since yo mama. You couldn't stop saying yo mama, yo mama, yo mama. You came on Married to Medicine to show that you were a dentist, you were a family woman, you were a wife, and all you kept saying was yo mama, yo mama, yo mama. Like as if you didn't go to school, as if you don't know how to speak. You're always hollering, jumping up in people's face, spitting in their face through your dentures. You're disgusting. Why are you in my face with your ugly? I would like to know. It's not my fault you was ugly and fat. Hell, I'm fat too. But I'm working on it. But maybe because I wasn't always fat and ugly, because I've always been pretty. So I take big offense to you. How you come for physically attractive Black women with sex appeal. Your jealousy and your insecurity is draining. I don't know. I don't get it. At least one time, Heavenly, that's what you want to call yourself. I need you to be accountable. And I thought we were there when you said you wasn't going to participate in Messy Mondays anymore. So I can't see it for you, but I'm going to do you one better. God said, pray for your enemies, right? And if I was ever in doubt on who my enemies were, Messy Monday, let me know. So I'm going to pray for y'all. But I'm also here to let you know you will never get my support. Never. You or Carlos, ever. Until there's some accountability. And that's all I have to say.
Thank you, Queen. Thank you, Moonchild. You said you was going to keep it player. You read like a poet, didn't you?
I'm done with them. I'm tired of them. They're draining. They
Poetic
are draining.
justice. It was nasty. It was vile. And I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not meeting that type of behavior with the nicety. This is when you show up. This is when you show up and you say, come on now. What we not going to do to another Black woman that's out here working her ass off to make things happen in a different continent, our lineage, our bloodline, at least she's there. Putting it down is to make sexual derogatory, first of all, remarks about her body and what a man can do to her without her fucking permission, Heavenly. Number two, you low-key try to shame her for her looks, her height, and all of that. I caught it. So I believe you are Carlos's bulldog mouthpiece because he brought your ass up to speed like you're claiming that Melody brought Chanita up to speed behind closed doors. So why is it that we will believe what you have to say about others and we can't apply that same rhetoric and thought process when it comes to you? Royal D. 15, you got the floor.
Hi, Queen. Hi, Palace. How are you?
We
Hello.
hot. We hot, girl.
All right. Well, I just came on to express my discontent with everything that's going on. I feel like Carlos has a reputation for ruining good things. I feel like the show started out as good. I feel like a lot of folks on the show, made other content creators are selling their souls for pennies. I feel like Melody and Dr. Shanita are both great people. You can tell their love of God by how they treat others and what they do on their platforms. And to see deplorable people come after them for really no reason is just despicable to me. Um, it's gotten to the point where I cannot stand to hear Carlos King's voice. Like it's like fingernails on a chalkboard. Like I can't. It's just like it's like this evil spirit and this a fight against good and evil going on right in front of our eyes. And my heart breaks for Melody because she's given us her all. She's been authentic. She's shown her real life. We see where she lives. We see where she works. The others on the show, they don't show us anything but what they want us to see. I think it's manufactured. But yet those are the people that are coming from Melody. It's just I know I may sound calm, but I'm beyond angry right now, especially about what happened on Messy Monday. Dr. Shanita did not deserve that for showing up and being a good friend. Being a good friend, something that Kimmy, Destiny, Stormy, they know nothing about what being a good friend is. But yet, it seems like they all get rewarded. And it seems like they're kind of coached to treat Melody badly. And it's just, like I said, it's disheartening. And I'm getting to the point where I don't even watch the show anymore. I just watch certain content creators. And I think I touched on
Thank you,
everything.
Royal. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
thank you, Royalty. Thank you for coming up and just sharing your thoughts. You all have added some very, very insightful comments, food for thought, all of us. And I appreciate you all standing on business. I appreciate you all standing on business because let me tell you something. The $5 that we can give, honey, we brought it together and made it work. I appreciate you, Dr. Melanie Cherie, for leading the charge of making sure that we show by example, standing on business over and over and over again. And this is what Mellow Medias could do for you if you would rise up to the call to action of being Black and excellent. We too would support your business if there was something to support. We too would support your projects if there was something to support. We too would support your efforts in your community endeavors if there was something to support. So don't get it twisted because we make shit happen. And I just wanted to say that.
That's
Aunt
right.
Debbie, they've been calling for you all night. Aunt Debbie, you here?
I'm here. Hello, Queen Sheba. Hello,
Hold
panel in the
on, wait
chat.
a minute.
Hey, Debbie.
Hey, Aunt Debbie.
I've been
Hello,
waiting for
Aunt
you.
Debbie.
Hold on. This is the mother of the palace. For those of you that are new over here, you really don't fool with us like this. This is Aunt Debbie. We honor the women of wisdom over here. Hold on, let me turn it off. Hold on, Aunt Debbie. I done got too hype now. I done got too hype. But listen, this is Aunt Debbie. One who's come, she's shown up for us time and time again, behind the walls and in front of the walls. Aunt Debbie, you have the floor.
Now, what can y'all expect from maggots?
Hold on. Go ahead, Aunt Debbie, cook.
Really. She tell me somebody calling her office. That's people calling to cancel their appointments. They done seen her teeth up there chickling and chattling and about to fall down her throat. Ain't nobody calling. They don't want her working on their teeth. That's why she ain't there but 2 days a week. Fix your own damn teeth. You over there mad because these young women walking in their purpose and doing what they have to do to help and inspire other women, and you jealous because you don't want to help nobody, not even your damn self. Now, I can be nice, but Queen Sheba, I don't want to get you in no trouble because my mouth is reckless when I want it to be. And both of them sitting over there, she always wiping her mouth. She drinking dumpster juice with him. That's what maggots do. I don't never go to her channel, his either. For what? I'm not a maggot. I don't sit up and talk about people. And then gonna say all that disgusting shit about that lady. You don't even know the lady. What about you, Heavenly? Now, they've been saying your husband sleep in the basement. He don't even want to get in the damn bed with you. And you running around talking about you bragging on the marriage for 30 years and ain't got no man in your bed. Watch your mouth. No wonder he not in that bed. I wouldn't be either. You sit in that closet with them raggedy ass big wigs with Carlos King. Both of y'all look like idiots.
Very raggedy. Them wigs look horrible. Your wigs look horrible, Heavenly. You think it helps you. You look terrible. You look terrible.
And you sit up and try to talk about people. And you was very obese at one time. And you had to have surgery because your ass was too lazy to work out. So don't sit up and talk about nobody. Because just like you talking about somebody can talk about you. And you always hollering your mama. Your mama put you in a room and wouldn't socialize with you because of the way you are.
With no window. The room had no window.
Wow.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Hold on. I didn't mean to do that. That was an accident. That was an accident. Sorry. Go ahead.
And Carlos King, you sitting over there, all the gym shoes done run off. You putting books. You always up there laughing. You laughing at people that put money in your pocket. You's a dumbass. And Heavenly, you need to go get yourself some sense. Buy some with all that money you claim you got. But leave other women alone. Because you're not like us.
Oh, she dropped
Hold
the
on,
bar.
Abby.
She dropped
Did you
the bar.
say he's not like us? You know what? You get beside yourself, young lady up here.
I think she just walked right on across her head.
Because I'll walk on your neck with my mouth and won't give a damn about it. So Heavenly, don't bark up this tree because this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. Find you some
Debbie,
business.
she barked. She's always barking. That's the issue. That's the issue. She's always barking and hollering and yelling.
And what that tell you about her?
You know what it
Heavenly don't have nothing going on for herself. That's why she doing this. Trying to be relevant, thinking it make her cute. She ignorant.
No, she thinks she's talented. That's what it is. She thinks she has talent, but she doesn't. She's just a loudmouth.
Heavenly don't do nothing but talk and feed off that snake. They maggots, girl. They crawl and live and eat together and eat on each other. Ain't nobody listening to Heavenly. Nope. Ain't nobody listening to Heavenly. Women are supporting one another, helping one another. Like I say, she's not like us. She's not gonna help nobody, not even her damn self. Cause look how she making herself look out here. So I have
Thank you.
nothing for a woman like that. I'm here to support the palace. I'm gonna always be here.
Hey.
Heavenly, go somewhere and set your ugly ass down.
Choking on my food. We love you, Aunt
We
Debbie.
better wrap up. Hold on. Let me tell you something. I swear to God, Aunt Debbie's off limits. She's earned her keep. She's earned her right to speak. This is a mother of the palace. We summoned her and she came and she spoke. If you get froggy, we will jump. We protect our elders just like they protect us over here. She's off limits, period, point blank. Thank you, Aunt Debbie, for sharing your wisdom with us. We don't disrespect our women of wisdom. And she spoke and she shared her opinion based on her experience in life. And that's just what it is. And you cooked, Aunt Debbie. Girl, you was serving it up tonight. We love you. We appreciate all of you that were kind enough to donate. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow the panel, because they've been waiting. They've been up here riding tonight from Sugar, the Yasette Noir, Lala, Braylon Lee, Aunt Debbie, Moonchild, Royal Z, Deborah Valentine, everybody that was up here. Y'all, I'm so sorry if I forgot names. I'm so sorry. I want y'all to give your final thoughts. And normally I would say end on a positive. It ain't even that tonight. Just end. 30 seconds or less. I want you just to give your final thoughts. Moonchild, I'm gonna start with you.
Again, I'm gonna pray for you. Trash talking, Carlos, I'm gonna pray for you. Please stop competing with us. Please, again, start listening. Stop thinking you know everything. Just start listening. That's it.
Thank you.
If you want our support, you have to give it to us back. Stop acting like you hate us, because then now I have to come with you with hate and kind. Nobody wants to do that. I want to celebrate all of the celebrities and people on TV, but I can't celebrate none of you guys. Y'all are horrible. That's all I have to say.
Thank you, Moonchild. I want to say this real quick. Is Melody still here? Melody, type something in the chat if you're still here. Y'all go find Melody. Is she still here? I got a question for you. Because Heavenly went hard. Before I let everybody wrap up, I need to clear the air. And I got a question for you. I just got one question. I swear to God. It ain't a messy one. It's going to be fact because I deal with facts. I got a question. Is Melody Cherie still in the building? She could be asleep because that lady got kids to take care of. She ain't got time to be hanging out with us. Melody, if you can, real quick, if you are here, I just have a question for you. I'm going to wait a couple of more seconds and maybe she's not. That's okay. So my Cash App, I've typed it in. If you want to donate, it's the Black. Hold on. The Black Queen Shiba. That's it. The Black Queen Shiba with an I. So Melody may not be here. Melody may have left. She got things to do with her children. Okay. I ain't gonna ask it then. She's not here because our show was about to ask it. Thank you. I see people are sending Cash Apps. So we're gonna put it on the website tomorrow, and it's going to say The Palace. And I hope it's public where you can see. But either way, in members only, I post screenshots, so don't worry about it. I appreciate all of you. Melody's not here. Girl, I had to ask you a question. So let me go to Sugar, because Sugar's been waiting for quite some time.
I just want to end with a PSA. Heavenly, Missy Lane, you owe Chanita Foster an apology. And I said what I motherfucking said.
That's good, Sugar. Yeah, she owed that lady an apology because she came in like a fucking bulldog and bullied the hell out of that lady for no reason. Okay. And I'm going to stand behind you on that. Heavenly, if you don't do nothing else, offer that lady an apology because the way you depicted her sexually, bitch, that's weird. That's different.
And Melody, she's still here, Queen Shiba. She here.
Okay, so Melody's here. Okay, Melody, I don't know if you can answer this question. And hell, I'm gonna be bold and drop the link. I don't know if you can answer this question, but I'm gonna ask it because they ate you alive, and I feel like Carlos set you up for the public to knock you down. And I don't know how long ago y'all filmed this girl's trip. And let me read my notes let me go to my notes because I don't want to be ad-libbing. I want to go to exactly what popped in my head. Give me 1 second, Melody. I apologize. I didn't think you were still here. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. They started talking about who the responsibility lied with for setting up the room situation. Carlos said it was you. I need to clear the air. You don't have to, but I want to. Carlos said it was you. So, Melody, I'm not trying to throw you under the bus, but we got to talk. Carlos saying he's basically saying that you were the culprit. And that, yeah, typically production does pick the houses. Melody, my question to you is, of all the houses that he sent to you, why did you pick that one with the 3 rooms? How many houses did he send you? And what was it about that house that made you select that one? Can you answer that? Y'all, I'm going to drop the link. Maybe it's too much for her to type. I don't know. I want to clear the air. It ain't even that big of a deal, but Melody, you see where they trying to take it? And once you speak it, we deaden it. That room assignment. Because he's saying Melody have full control. Melody have full control. Shit, you got every right to put whoever where you wanted to put them. But of all the houses, how many houses did they send you to choose from? That's my
The
question.
raggedy ones, probably.
And I get it. Snatched by Diego said the room assignment made complete. Okay, Diego said the room assignment made total sense. And I agree with you. I agree with you, Diego. But I'm going to see if Melody can answer of all the houses that they sent to her from production. Because Carlos says sometimes we find houses that can't. You know, you're not going to get the perfect house. So I want to know of all the choices they sent her, why she chose that one. Hold on. Let me see if she can respond. If she did respond, let me go through my comments. Pin the link. Okay. Oh, shit. Hold on. Okay, she responded. She said, they sent you one house. Production sent you one house.
Oh my God.
Okay, good night, everybody. Carlos King, you are one low down, dirty, you know what, ass snake. There were no houses to choose from. You orchestrated this. And my question is why? They sent you one house? Okay. All right. The Set Noir, final thoughts. I'm gonna let it linger.
My final thought is in the words of Suge Avery. Carlos King, Heavenly, you sure is ugly from the inside out. And I need you to go somewhere and sit out.
Wow. Thank you, the Set. I'm still stuck on that house. Thank you. That's some ugly ass behavior. You did that months ago. You set her up. There was not a win-win situation. If that's the only house that production sent to her, 3 women were going to be mad. And you knew. Oh, let me stop. Braylon Lee, final thoughts.
Hey, everybody. My final thoughts is that it has to come a point in time instead of asking who can be a solution that we need to answer that. So as a Black man, it should not have to be a thought in your mind to support Melody, Dr. Chanita, Queen Sheba, and all Black women, because I think we get so high in the clouds to think, oh, it can't be me. Well, what we've seen from this show is that whether you're on TV or you're on YouTube, or even if you're just trying to live, we all are subject to ridicule. And if we want to be protective, then we have to be a resource. So if you got to question the fact of protecting Black women, and you a Black man that came from a Black woman, then that says more about you. So that's all I got to say. Much love, everybody.
And thank you, Braylon Lee, for standing on business for Black women. And not only the Black women here in the US, but also what Dr. Chanita is trying to do and attempting to do in Africa. And they say Dr. Chanita is in the chat. And Dr. Chanita, we ain't trying to bring you in no mess, child. We ain't never met you. It's a pleasure to meet you from the palace. You ain't never been over here, and I want to make that very clear. I don't know you. You don't know me. But when it comes to Black women and the way you were disrespected based on the community efforts that you are doing, not only here in the United States of America, but in Africa, we standing on motherfucking business tonight. And not only are we standing business by calling they Black asses to the carpet, we also putting a little bit of money behind it. Now, it's just the beginning, and we know we can't solve everything in one day. But you know what? We can lead by example. And I just want you to know you are appreciated. We appreciate what you're doing. Feel free to drop the link in the chat for your organization so people can feel free to donate directly in addition or in spite of what they've already given, so they can send it directly. We will be posting our donation. I think we should be close to almost $2,000 that we've raised over here. We will be posting that tomorrow collectively from the palace. I thank you, everybody that got behind not only the shit talking, because there's a lot of shit talking when it comes to Black women, but there's no motion and no action when it comes to finances and putting that right energy around and getting shit done. So I appreciate all of you showing up. I appreciate all of your wisdom. And Chanita, we appreciate what you're doing. And please clear the air and let these folks know I don't know you and you don't know me and you don't know us. This is her first time over here in the palace. And Dr. Melody Cherie, we thank you for your generous donation to the project and to the cause, because you got us moving. And we thank you kicking it with Courtney for and Deborah Valentine for saying, you know what, the house is packed tonight. Let's go ahead and make it do what it do. We appreciate it. I'm for real. All right. Final thoughts. Lala, did I give you final thoughts?
No, you didn't, Queen, but thank you.
Hi.
Hi. And Aunt Debbie, I love you. You know that. I absolutely adore you and love you. I just had to say that before I got my final thoughts out. All I have to say, to be honest with you, this Queen, this live is not in our element, but tonight people saw what happens when the palace and everybody that supports strong, amazing Black women get together and what happens. Do you understand? We came together tonight to, share our views, somewhat, strong, somewhat okay. However, we came together tonight for one purpose and one purpose only, to say we are not standing by while the devil wants to disrupt us and cause chaos between us Black people, men and women, especially the strong Black women. It's only weak-minded people that have to gang up together. I'm going to say one thing, Queen. Melody Cherie's been on that show for 8 bloody seasons alone. She stood alone against that narcissistic piece of shit of a ex-husband. She stood alone against those pick-Misha ugly-ass women. And she stood alone against that pathetic devil-ass producer. Year after year, she stood by herself. So now you want to come with a mouthpiece because she brought another friend on the show who's another strong woman? Say you don't like Black strong women and keep it moving, okay? But what I'm going to say here is, Queen Sheba, thank you. Thank you for doing this live tonight. Thank you for giving us a voice. Thank you for allowing us to donate. Because one thing we're going to do is we're going to stand together. Do you understand? We're going to stand together and let people know we ain't the ones you want to fuck with. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. And I'm going to leave it like that. And I love you, Queen Sheba.
And we love you, Lala, all the way from the UK. And we know it's night time for you because I think you 6 hours ahead. Was it 6?
It's nearly 4 a.m. It's 5 to 4 in the morning.
It's
But I
almost
had
4
to stay
a.m.
up
for
for
her.
you.
Yes, and that's a millimeter that's all the way in the UK. We got them in South Africa. We got them in Canada. We got them everywhere. But I really want to say this before I go to Undebbie. Melody Cherie, thank you for being bold enough to utilize your pain to push through your purpose. Because of you, there have been segments upon segments and subgroups of women and men that have formulated to come together to do shit, to make shit happen. And I think we forget sometimes that you are not perfect. You are a human being. And we tend, myself included, sometimes I don't say it, but I sit back, I'm like, Melody, but we hold you to the standard that even we can't achieve. And you have not been allotted the freedom and the flexibility to breathe in many circumstances, to live, to fall, to get up, to make a mistake, to not be on your best game every day. We expect nothing but the best from you, forgetting that you put food in all of our mouths. You feed people that don't even like you. They make money off of you. And I just want to tell you thank you. I just want to tell you thank you. Don't nobody know the tears of a woman that smiles in public and goes inside and closes the door. And that's why we standing up tonight and we standing on motherfucking business behind Dr. Chanita. Because Carlos King and Heavenly disrespected the fuck out of her. She don't know us. We don't know her. I don't need to know you to stand for what's right. We standing on motherfucking business when it comes to Dr. Melody Cherie. Period, point blank. And that's what we do over here in the palace. You don't have to summon us. We show up where we need to. Just because we treat people, or we try to, the way we would want to be treated. And that was vile what you did, considering the efforts and the people that she sits next to in Africa, the amount of connections that she has. And let's not dwindle her down, Carlos King, to, oh, I think what you say, the reality show Football Wives, nigga, please. You know it's way bigger than that. And Dr. Chanita, you're always welcome on my panel should you decide to ever release the Kraken on his motherfucking ass. I got you. I won up first on the interview. And I said what I fucking said. And I will take that ball and I will run with it. Since he wanna, if you ever decide to release the Kraken on his ass, call me first. I got it. Debbie, what are your final thoughts?
I got some thoughts and a half. Do you honestly want my final thought?
Yes, girl, you earned it. We love you over here.
It might not be nice. I
That's all
just
right.
want to
We
say
standing on
this
business.
to Heavenly and Carlos King. Anytime you utter Dr. Melody Cherie Rogers and Dr. Chanita Foster's name, I hope it tastes like shit in your mouth. And Heavenly, I hope those dentures choke the hell out of you. Stop mentioning these young women. You ate off this lady. She trusted you, and you were nothing but a magnet. Now drink your damn juice and stop saying her name. Find you some business, Carlos King. And every show you had, canceled after the first season. Canceled. She gave you a long running seasons. And this what you do to her. It's time to cancel your ass. Carlos King, go somewhere and sit down. And I said what I said.
And she said what she said, and the mother of the palace has spoken. And we're going to end on that. And Melody, thank you for introducing us to Dr. Chanita. Thank you, ladies, for showing up as you have, as women of excellence in your own lane. It ain't got to make sense for nobody else, but we got y'all. We got y'all. It ain't got to make, we stand back and we watch. But thank you, ladies, and thank you, Palace. Thank you all coming together, whether you agree or disagree. I don't care, because anybody that can stand back and let a man that ain't never been married, that ain't never experienced the heartbreak of the breakup of losing a family, having kids, sit there and laugh at the demise of a marriage and think, you know, nigga, you have no motherfucking idea. These women have clawed their way back to excellence. You're not even qualified to speak on half of the shit that you open your mouth about. And I ain't never went that hard against Carlos King, but I am tonight because y'all showed that queen no mercy. Y'all showed her no mercy. You negated everything that she's doing. You didn't mention not 1 ounce of Black excellence. All the shit that you could have ran down on her resume, you pretended to only know her. I have a funny feeling and a sneaky suspicion, and I tried to do my homework, but I could not find it. And I went through my list of the Black women that you've burned and you've sold ideas from, and I said Candy Burris, Sheree Whitfield, the makeup artist that you sold Messy Mondays from. That's why it don't stick. That's why your shit can't move past more than 1 season. And Melody, thank God Melody was savvy enough to give you a roadmap to bring you up to par for 8 seasons. Let's go. Angela, the producer, who you stole, you know what? Allegedly, who you didn't credit. Let me revise my words. Who you failed to credit that show in Houston. What is it called, Braylon? With these Black women in real estate. Braylon, you better not be asleep. You're on mute. Y'all, put it in the chat. Didn't Angela pitch that show? But you have not opened your mouth to give that queen any credit, okay? And then I said, commonalities. Because I know in the world of psychology, people do what they're comfortable doing. And you better be glad I couldn't find what I was looking for. You better be glad I couldn't find what I was looking for. Because why else would you be trying to dirty up this woman's reputation? We see you, and we ain't buying it. And with that being said, thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I'm sorry we came hard tonight. We came hard tonight. We have over 200 donations in the amounts of $5, $10. Okay. It's too many to go through. Thank you, Dr. Melody Cherie. Thank you, Palace. Thank you, subscribers. Thank you, non-subscribers. Thank you, Dr. Chanita, for just pulling up. You ain't never been over here before. You could be in your bed with your kids, planning your day tomorrow, but you showed up and we appreciate you. Thank you, Melody, for doing what you've done all of these years. Listen, that's Black excellence. We appreciate y'all. We're going to always get behind y'all, period, point blank. And with that being said, we finna get in our bag, honey. Class is dismissed. Let me give y'all a little bit of ratchetness, a little bit of shamar, because that's what we do, honey. Listen. You know what? Let me give you a little ratchetness.
I will pray for you, but if you get on my nerve, I will cuss you smooth out. My mouth ain't under control yet, and I can throw these hands. And let me tell you something. If I get my hands on you, I promise you, you gonna know you've been in a fight. But I'm trying not to go there because I'm in transition.
Listen at me and listen at me clearly. If you don't want me coming for you, then just stop fucking coming for me, okay?